See,
He just told you both.
Both.
I have to play.
No,
He has to play both.
I will not accept.
So
He
here's the
will not
thing.
accept.
The guys will
You
say
gotta
that,
choose
and
one,
the
bro.
girls will say that, but I can. You
So
know
you
what
like
I
playing
mean?
both
I
sides.
can.
I think that's bullshit.
No, it's not playing both sides. Listen, when
I think this
when
is
you
so
got
good.
somebody that
Larry, I
plays
hope are we
Switzerland,
recording right now?
Are we recording?
We're recording right now.
Kev, you got to
Thank
choose a
God.
side right now on live television.
Kev, right here in that camera, what side are you choosing?
I'll always go with the boy.
You're going to boys! Yeah!
Because you know what? Because I used to go on all the trips. So like in my 20s, when I had a set of guy friends, I had a set of girlfriends. Like I used to go on both, right? And the
Yeah.
like like the guys are salty when the girls are all away. They're fucking at JP's talking bullshit.
Yeah.
And then vice versa, right? The boys' trips are just more fun. You know
They
what I mean?
are,
The
bro.
girls' trips are like. They're fun for a different reason, like getting ready and, looking hot, going out, being hot. And then going out with the boys is just rage, pool.
Yes.
5-minute nap so you don't die.
Yes.
Jack,
Eat
have
so
you ever
don't
been
die.
on a girls'
Pool.
trip?
So I've had girls on our trips.
No,
and
that's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. I've never been on
Just
a
a girls'
No,
trip.
why would
no.
I?
But-
I'm not in
but-
that thing. I don't think I would have fun with that.
More secrets.
The girl trips have more
You
secrets.
would think the boys have more secrets. The girls have way more secrets.
I'm sure.
so much more.
I am 100% sure.
You mean affairs?
I'm like, no, like things you would never
Do
even
the
think of.
you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm not honestly like guys. Us men, we cheat, but it's like
But it's for fun.
it's
Every-
It's not out of spite. Girls cheat out of spite.
Girls have affairs. They plan it, they think about it, and then they
wow.
do it. Guys, we're drunk. Your
False
fucking
or
dick
false?
is just gonna go somewhere.
No.
You say false? You think girls also get drunk and they're just like,
It is
"Woo,
2000.
check it out, baby."
It is 2021. As these like gender roles like start to loosen up, guys are just as worse as girls now. I'm telling you.
And girls are just as worse as guys. I got something to say. We went to Mahoney's the other night.
Yeah.
And there's this guy who's definitely into some kinky shit. He's there with his boyfriend. They got the chains on. He's got his nipples
The
must
nipples.
be fucking attached to some metal
Fucking
gear.
rock.
And all our girlfriends think it's fun to dance with the gay guys at the club, which it is fun. Everybody's having a good time. Girls want to dance with him. But then this guy's giant. He starts grabbing on my girl. And he's grabbing on her. And he's like feeling her tits.
No shit.
And
He's
I
got
was
his
like,
nipples
yo,
all
I was like,
rock
all right,
hard.
it's fun
You
for a
didn't
second.
knock him out.
I was like, yo, enough. And then he said, all right. And then his little boyfriend was like, come over here. So, I had to play defense for a sec.
No shit. Kev, now when you go out, you draw a crowd.
Very.
You draw a
this
crowd.
conversation.
Right.
Okay.
Now, have you got yourself in hot water with a straight guy's girl?
Yes.
I knew it was real.
I knew it was
No,
happening.
but here's the thing. Like for like, it's always confidence. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm like, I'm very confident in myself. I'm 86 pounds soaking wet. I obviously can't knock somebody the fuck out, but I've never gotten into a fight.
Is that
but
a real
I've never
statistic?
lost one.
86 pounds soaking wet?
I don't know, doctor. You want to measure?
Larry's got a ruler underneath his beard in the back. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I used it
love
once, right,
Here's
Larry?
the WhatsApp.
love
All
that.
right, so before we get sidetracked here with who's fucking stealing whose girl, who's dancing, who has nipple shit hanging out with fishnets, BMOB in the house.
What's up, Jack?
My man, Pots and Pans.
Welcome.
I'm here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, thank you for coming on, bro. I appreciate it.
After Joe Caps came on, I had to make my way out here.
I was gonna say we have to get the whole crew on. Joey Caps came on. He's doing the white event. You're gonna be at the white event.
We're tearing down the white event.
tearing it the fuck down.
I have to go to this thing
gotta
allegedly.
come. Yeah,
now that
you
I'm
gotta-
like co-host, so
Allegedly.
You guys are
I feel like
co-hosts
it's gonna be Tiki Day in all white. Tell me I'm wrong.
in a dirty, sweaty club.
in a dirty, sweaty club.
But we're gonna have fun. You guys are co-hosting and we're
They
co-hosting.
have Casamigos, right?
They do.
I'll
They
make do.
You like Casamigos?
I'll make do.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna tear it down. We're performing Joe's new single, "Get With That." I might even do a little special treat for y'all.
I hear you have some music out also. I hear
Right,
you got
that's right. We really do this.
you got some stuff going on. What do you got going on?
We
right
got a
now?
new release, new album. It's 5 songs, all originally produced.
Okay.
It's called Club Collusion. The big single on that album is called "Who Needs Love," because we all need love right
We
now.
all
right?
need love right now.
I think we all need some love.
I know.
right
Kev needs love. I'm good
Singles
with love right
about,
now. I'm
bro.
stocked up on love. But you can
Yeah,
sell, you
you've
can
got
definitely sell
someone
love.
good. You're
I'm in
sorry
love,
ass
dude.
guy.
I'm
You're in love?
I'm in love, bro. I'm
In
stocked
love,
up on
out of his
love.
league.
Out of my
He's
league.
definitely like she's
out of your league.
Out of my league.
She's sexy.
She is.
Did you not want me to say that on
She's
air?
beautiful.
Talk to her with a little bit more respect.
See,
She's
that's why
beautiful
I
and
got
she's
him.
smart.
Beautiful
That's why I got him.
and smart.
She's beautiful. She's.
I loved watching you and your little piggy. I mean, the pig. You know.
Oh,
No, of course.
See my face?
My hog. I know what he's talking about. My,
Yo, that
my
thing
swine.
was swinging. You were swinging that thing.
My swine.
Wow.
I whip her around everywhere. She's like a little. She's my little like everyone has. So here's why I got my pig. French bulldogs are $5,000. The pig was $800.
5,500. My barber just bought one.
5,500.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's only going up around here. Okay, my pig, high-end swine, $800. Worst case scenario. Okay, let's say Jack goes to the casino up in Monticello. He loses the fucking, that month's fucking mortgage. Whatever the fuck I lose, I can sell my swine for more money than I bought her. The Asians will buy her up for pork bellies.
Wait a sec. I need
dollars
to-
on the
Wait,
pound.
I need clarity.
Not the Asians. People do not.
Do you eat that pig at the end of its
People,
life?
I'm just saying she could be a mean pork dumpling.
Will
okay?
you eat that pig one day?
No, I can't do it.
I
He
don't think
calls
so.
her a bundle of bacon.
What's your pig's
He's a
name?
sick fuck. Listen, I'm not
Bundle of
really keen on the
bacon.
pig. I'm not. It's swine at the end of the day.
But
There
it's
was a
cute.
flu
Dude,
about
I
it.
just bought a 30-pound pork chop, okay? And you're going to talk about it like that? Come
30
on.
She
pound
30
portion.
pounds already?
She
What are you
30
feeding her?
She's big. Yo, she's almost 30 pounds. Not 30, probably like 20. Definitely 20.
You feed her good
That's a
though.
lot.
I
That's a
see
lot.
the videos.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Like good fresh food.
Good, fresh fruit. She's never, dude, this girl eats better than, this little piglet eats better than most adults.
Our pets
It's-
eat good.
Yeah.
Our pets eat good.
That
Why
pig eats
would they
better than
not?
me.
Why
I'm
should
just
they-
not a pet person.
Dude, I can't remember
could
the
barely
last
take care of
day that
myself.
I had
Okay, I understand.
that many solid meals, like 3 little, literally sit down meals. I can't remember that. That pig has that every fucking day, 7 days a week, and dessert.
Have you
Come
ever
on.
fed that pig?
No. All right, so here's a little story.
Don't you dare tell me.
Here's a little
this.
story. I
Don't
didn't
you
do this.
dare.
I didn't do this.
that
I
a
didn't
cannibalism
do this.
question?
It came to my
Yeah, I think
attention.
so.
So I'm at work here. One of the guys, my mother's gonna lose her fucking shit when she hears this. So this is my mother's little.
By
girl
the
also.
way, I can't believe you made me sit out there and watch your podcast with your mother.
Well, my mother. I know.
That was fantastic.
What do you think about her? She's great.
She's a wonderful woman.
Wonderful
Fabuloso, like the cleaning detergent.
fabulous.
You better
I
have
love
kept your eyes up. You look like a sick fuck.
My eyes were up. My eyes were up. We exchanged
Are you sure the guy
pleasantries.
in the club with the fishnets on and the nipple tassels wasn't you? Were you looking at a mirror?
I'm done.
It was me.
It was him. It was him. I love it. Speaking of nipple tassels and in the club, you
White
guys
party?
just had a performance,
We did. And
and it looked like it rocked.
it was rocking, man. In Poughkeepsie, Cryptic Gallery. It's a haven for artists. They did a big mural painting day. They have all these artists come in from all out of town. They do big murals on the walls, and we got to perform. We're the headlining act. We used to do shows there all the time. It was called the Academy. And then I felt it was only right to bring Joe Caps out since he released his latest song. So Joe started off the night, did his thing, and then I came in and closed it out. And it was just fantastic, man. We had a good time.
I saw the videos. It looked great, sounded great.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very excited to see the performance that you guys do this weekend.
The white event's gonna be wild.
It's
You
gonna
guys-
be wild. I can't wait. We're gonna be bouncing around like what's that song? Who's that crew? Jump Around.
2 Live Crew. Oh,
No,
Jump Around.
Jump around.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
No, dude.
I would've told him it was
House
right.
of Pain. It's
House
of
of
Pain.
What the fuck are you talking
That's
about?
what. Okay, Larry with the beard. This is what we're talking
They're
about.
gonna
Larry
eat me
knows.
alive for that.
House
Larry
of
does a
Pain.
lot of shit.
That's
Larry-
what from the videos I saw. It looked like a little House of Pain thing. Everyone's jumping around, young guys, fucking ready to go. You
The
guys
show
had
we
that
did?
energy, the House of Pain energy. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's the sound similar, but that energy you were conveying through my my little screen that I was watching.
Any show that we do as independent artists who are growing our brand, like you have to bring your own people out. So we show up to the event and bring our own people out, whether it's through invites, whether it's through social media. We bring our own people out and we turn it into our show wherever we go. So we got 20, 30 of our own people in the front row. They're all jumping up and down. They know our songs. You might not, but they do. So they're going to make it look lit. And since I have the luxury of having a videographer with me everywhere I go, we turn it into a movie every time. So it's like, not only is it a great chance to get out in front of people and perform our music, which is the reason we make it, not to put it on YouTube. It's the reason we make it is to perform it in real life. But we get to also create content that day, and that ends up being a piece of material that will exist forever, really. You know?
Totally.
So
I tell you what, the music you guys have, the sound that you guys have, is definitely a live sound. It's
What
definitely
is the
a live
genre exactly?
performance.
It's like
would
pop
you call it?
rap. It's alt pop rap funk. I'm a little bit more like love song R&B side.
That's what it sounds like more to me. Yeah.
But Joe's like on the funk side, and like I came from really rapping, like really really spitting bars. Like,
So how'd you get into this whole thing? Like,
Well, my first question: where are you from?
I'm from Poughkeepsie, New York. It's like
Okay.
an hour north of here.
yeah. So how'd you get into this? How'd you BMOB? How'd this whole thing form?
I just loved music, and I was just inspired by my real life, man. I was an angry kid growing up. I wanted to put my efforts into something positive.
Yep.
And I always loved music. So, I mean, I put my first album out on iTunes when I was 16 years old.
No
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, and I'm
That's
27 now. So,
Yeah. Wow. What was your first album?
oh,
You,
no.
You're
It
like,
was,
oh shit, it
no,
wasn't good.
It's some stuff. It wasn't good.
16
No,
though.
but it was 16.
It wasn't
That's your
good.
first work, dude.
No, it was like I think it was called Broken Glass.
Okay.
And it was just my pain, man. My first girlfriend ever, left me, and I was sad.
Your Adele album.
Yeah, my Adele, my 21.
You're 20. I love it.
Yeah,
I
we
love
really
it.
do this. We really do this.
That's awesome, man. And you guys have been working, man. You guys have been cranking out some material, man. I hear you guys are recording constantly editing stuff.
This summer's been wild.
Yeah.
Videos. That's what we do. Q29 commercial videography music studios in Hyde Park. It's 4321 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park. We have audio video studios there. We do portrait photography, videography work. And yeah, man, we just been working in the studio. Number one artist in the studio, other than myself, is Joe Caps.
Yeah.
And we're there working. We're producing. Ben YC is our lead producer in house. We're just making records all the time. We songwrite for other artists and get those works into those channels. And we're just really putting in that work. Yeah.
Has COVID slowed you down at all?
COVID was where we thrived, man. It's
Really?
crazy, yeah.
Because I would think like if you're going
Yeah.
out like doing the performances and stuff like that, that had to have slowed down. But
It was a shock and a switch, but that's when we had the time to get it in. And actually that time is when I turned this into my full-time thing.
when you have the drive, you do what you got to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once COVID, my whole track record starts with COVID, man, because that's when we started putting out the Super Heartbreaker series, which is my first really strong body of work, 1, 2, and 3. And that's where my greatest videos came out of. And then we rolled right through it. Yeah, we were performing pre-COVID all the time, and then that came to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
That's the one thing
Yeah.
that was negatively affected.
I think you guys we're all in the same situation. As soon as this pandemic ended, the light switch flipped on. We're all back at
Game
it.
time.
Game time.
Is it really ending?
People are out.
I don't know whether it's ending or not, but we're back to getting booked. That's all that
That's
matters.
good. That's good.
That's all that matters.
That's it.
And we're gonna keep going until they tell us stop.
Listen, as liberal as I am, I'm not that liberal, but
No, I
like
get
we've got to make money.
You gotta.
People got to eat, man.
We gotta.
We can't
You
stop the
can't
world.
give-
You
yeah.
can't stop New York.
What are we gonna do?
This isn't Wichita, Kansas. You know what I
No.
mean? Like we've got to work.
Fuck
you know? Like
It's all about
that's
money.
what it comes down to. I mean, we all got to do. Here's the thing: when you have a lot of time, idle hands, nothing positive comes of it. Now, that's why a lot of people, the pandemic, their lives are flipped upside down in all negative ways, and a very few certain people that took the pandemic and made a passion out of it. Okay,
Right.
we fall under that category. We're blessed. We're lucky enough to say that we turned the pandemic into a passion project. You have your passion projects. You have your passion projects. I have my passion project. But we are really a select few group that was able to do that. So you have not only the recording stuff going on.
Correct.
You have your video stuff.
Correct.
And you also branch out outside of music.
Correct. It's the business side is, you could almost say it's primarily outside of music,
Yeah.
because that's
So please explain what's the outside of the
Yeah.
music? I know the music. I can't. Well, I'm gonna ask you about the album too. But now I'm curious. You tickled my fancy.
Yeah.
What is? You like that word, right, Kevin?
I
Tickled my
can't fucking stand his analogies.
You don't like that? Tickle my
can't
fancy.
do
What
it. It's not even the strangest one, please.
No, I have some weird ones.
There's
No.
probably a whole list of weird words and phrases we could riddle off.
There's not really much that makes me clench, but this kid, like on a constant basis, I'm like, I swear.
I pucker his butt cheeks. I'm telling
This
you.
guy's the real
things
deal.
I say. He
Kev,
gets
this is my
tighter
first
than a
time
frog's
meeting
ass.
you, but this guy Jack is the real deal. Like, Jack, I fucking love watching you drink coffee. And who gives a shit?
Thank you. I tell you what, Larry, Austin,
I
Kev.
roast him for these things.
I love this
Roast
guy.
him.
Everyone, this is why they pop my bubble all the time. My head gets too big, and they come over with the little pins, the little critiquing pins, and they go pop. And then I get a beat mob where he goes, "You're great," and
I
then
love it.
I'm back up here. I'm on cloud
I
nine.
love
I'm
it.
living.
Because like he thinks he's like a modern day like Regis Philbin
He
over
is.
there doing coffee
Look at
fucking
him.
reviews.
You know
It's
what?
good. It's solid, and you're
First of
looking
all,
consistent.
They're
Thank you, bro.
iced
Thank you.
coffee reviews, which as everybody knows,
good.
iced coffee is like the national drink of the
it is.
homosexuals.
Hold on one second. I
There
do more
you
than
are.
iced coffee.
He had a hot latte the other day.
Yeah, I get lattes.
Can I be honest with you? I
them.
don't watch them.
watch
don't-
them.
I know.
Like I'm
You don't
bad. Like I like I
I
don't
have
know.
one complaint about it.
What?
What? Tell me. Give me the feedback.
Every fucking coffee's an 8.5. It's like, it's like, come on. It's like drum roll, please.
8.5.
It's 8.5. I want some specificity or whatever.
Oh, dude, you got to do the
Everything
prices
from
right.
like a little
Everything's
shop to
8.5.
Dunkin' Donuts,
8.5.
8.5.
8.5. No, you know what?
It's like
actually,
there's not enough suspense.
So there was a place in Mount Kisco.
You're looking for a
spot.
4-2.
I want some shit coffee.
So there was, I
Yeah.
have a couple of those reviews out there. This girl, I gave them like a 4 something, and I spit the coffee on the sidewalk.
Oh,
it was
that's
bad.
good.
And she was watching us film. I had no idea. I spit the coffee out. I do my shit, whatever. We end the camera. She comes out. She opens the door and she asked me. She goes, "What was wrong with the coffee?" She goes, "And by the way, I hope you have that on your TikTok, that I didn't make that for you. You made it yourself." And I then turned around and explained it to her. I said, "Yes, I did make it myself." I said, "But I had to get your pot of coffee that was in the refrigerator with the little cellophane lid on top that I had to take off myself that was sitting there for 7 hours."
Sounds like garbage already.
Garbage.
All right, well, let me help that girl. All right, he's not fucking Dave Portnoy eating pizza. Like 200 people watch this thing, sweetheart.
Yes.
So relax
Thank you,
yourself.
but nobody.
Don't let
Not
that
to shit on the
discourage
show,
you,
not
though.
to shit on the show,
Exactly.
but like she better not be losing sleep.
It's actually $1.99. I would count Kev as one, but Kev don't watch. So I have 199 people that watch.
I should watch.
Don't
right? I
let
gotta
that
watch my own
discourage
show.
you, though.
No, dude,
Hey,
I stay
wait,
with it. I
no,
love
the
it. I love it.
people
It's
who-
fun.
Wakes up every morning and does it, but that's
It's fun.
That's true drive. Like you were
It's
describing
fun.
it before, right? Like if you're passionate about something, you know what I mean. As much
you
as I
stick
shit
with
on him, whatever, you stick with it. You've had to have people that talk shit in the past.
I got real haters in real life.
Let's talk
yeah.
about
I got
it.
real
Dude,
haters
Let's
in
fucking
real
talk
life.
about it.
They think they know what we really do, but they don't.
So
This takes a lot of real work.
Here's a little
What
analogy.
you do, what we do, it takes work.
It takes courage.
Because listen,
You're putting yourself out there.
Let's call it what it is. You're a white boy from Poughkeepsie. Doing
That's
rap,
right. Talk about it.
So people are gonna talk shit. I got jokes in my
They're
head.
gonna talk
but
shit. Go,
talking to you, I got
go.
a lot of respect. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
like,
Kev.
Anybody that like does what they want to do and has that drive, I respect it. But
Thank
like,
you.
You're a white boy that does rap. Like we've
Facts.
got to hear
It
like,
happens.
what are some of the things that haters have said? I gotta know.
They say, "Oh yeah, wow, BMOB thinks he's like so sexy. Why does he have to have his shirt off?"
Well, that's not about your music, because you do. Because you walked in here and
He's a good-looking guy, though.
you caught my eye. I mean, you only caught my eye.
Kev was
'cause
just
you're
about to
over 6 foot.
jump
Listen,
him.
anybody?
Kev, don't even say it.
No,
Kev was
he's
about
humble
to
about it.
jump
See
this
the
guy's
dramatics
bones,
he does?
bro.
He does the fucking dramatics. Like I was like,
I didn't even say a word.
like I was a chihuahua that didn't get neutered yet. Like I looked at you, said, "Oh,
He has
okay,
respect.
cute," and moved on.
Thank you. I
well, not
appreciate it.
respect. We're in a
Beam up.
fucking
You
post
walk
Harvey
in,
Weinstein
and the
world.
first thing
I can't
Kev
be
says,
grabbing your
I
ass. I'm
say
gonna hear it in the
hello.
fucking
Kev
podcast.
goes, "Oh, he's a good-looking guy."
Thank
I'm
you.
like,
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? What the fuck you gonna do wasting your time hating on somebody else?
Thank you.
Focus on your own
yeah.
life.
thank you.
But listen,
Yeah.
I've grown up with a bunch of hate. You know, Jack
It happens.
doing what he does, putting himself out there.
Oh,
There's
all the
been
time.
hate. You know what I mean?
They
So,
say
like,
that They say that all my melodies sound the same. They say that it's basic. Oh, B-Mob's trying to be somebody he's not.
What's the one that really hit though? What's the one that like you think
When
about?
they say-
because I know I have that, right? Like
Yeah,
you know, like
everyone
that
has
one
that
person
dagger.
said that one
Yep.
thing where, as much as you want to forget
one
it,
that's
you
in your
can't.
side.
and like to this day, like
I know it.
drives you. What?
It's because recently all of my sound has been very closer to pop, right? So I've been doing a lot more singing. So when someone hears the album, I went on a show and he says, "Oh, I hear you trying to rap." And then I think to myself, trying to rap?
Trying to rap.
Trying to rap? I'm a fucking problem when it comes to these bars.
Son, I got bars.
You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
talking about Hershey, Kit Kat, not talking
But-
about candy bars.
Yeah,
son.
no, it's real
See
deal.
what I mean with these fucking analogies?
Candy
He's
bar.
trying. Again, I gotta give him credit. 'Cause
I
you're
can't. I
trying.
can't help it. That's
He's
just
trying to keep
me.
up with
It comes out of
I'm
my
very
pores.
quick.
Trying to compensate for
very
the fact
quick.
that he's standing next to you.
It oozes out of my pores.
most men
That's
do.
it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
I got the club.
It oozes out of my pores. I can't help it. When you
No,
put the
but-
bars out there, I got to mention the candies.
The bars.
Speaking of the bars, can we listen to these bars? Can we hear these bars?
You could.
Can we?
Would love to.
We got the music. We got music.
Oh, we
Okay,
got
we're
music. Oh, okay, yeah.
gonna. Larry.
No one
Come
ever
through with the
freestyle
speaker.
raps on this show, right?
All right, now this song that we're playing right now.
Yes.
What song we're playing right now?
This song's called "Who Needs Love."
Who Needs Love, and the album is
Club Collusion.
Club Collusion, and we're gonna find out if he's got bars.
Okay.
Club with a C or a K?
With a C, baby. Double C's.
Double C's.
CC.
That's another joke. I'm not gonna say a thing. Kev. I'm just gonna look.
Are you playing the flute over
I'm
there?
just gonna look and laugh.
I
I'm
don't know
just
how to
gonna
play
look
flute.
and laugh.
Oh shit.
Hit me with the. Here
Go,
it is.
AG. Nice.
Oh.
Who needs love when I got you? Who needs love when we got what we got? I can't get over you, but I don't want to. In this club and it's filling up, 'cause all I see is you. Don't say you're over me, that I won't believe.
Give it to him, Jack.
Close to me,
Give it to him, Jack.
close the door on me. Don't say you're over me,
Okay.
Yeah.
that I won't believe.
Come on.
Let me bring you close to me.
Okay. Here we go.
Go slow, slow, slow.
Go.
I love you, Kev.
The number one question is, will ladies dance to this? And the answer is,
Oh, I like it.
It's building up.
I
Like,
like
you saw
it.
like as like that next thing.
It's
went, I was
coming.
like,
What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? What's love, what's love? What's love?
All right. BMOB Bieber.
Let me
I
say,
like it, dude.
I did not know what to expect.
Okay.
I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you.
But there's definitely a lot of like, I'm getting a Caribbean vibe. I'm definitely getting a little reggae.
reggaeton
there.
is in these beats, man.
Yeah, I definitely hear that.
I like that.
But you are right, more closer to R&B. Definitely a little more
Yeah.
R&B. But I would hear that in a club. Absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm going for. So we hit the nail on the head.
We're playing it at the white
Dude,
party.
I like that.
We're
I
definitely
definitely
playing
playing at the white party.
Yeah.
Just like drop it in the middle of like
That's
top
what I'm
40
saying,
and
huh?
just like see how
Just see
everybody
what
reacts.
happens. That's
You
the
know what
best
I
way to
mean?
do
'Cause
it.
That is exactly the way to
Yeah.
do it.
You don't
know
tell
what
them
I mean?
anything. You
No.
don't say, oh, no.
Right. Just kind of throw
Let
it
them think
out
it's
there.
some artist from whatever.
Because listen,
Yeah.
the people speak. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah.
they just fucking stop and go, "What the fuck is this?" Then like
there's
it's
like that
trash.
climax
You know what I
that
mean?
happens. Everyone's
But
gonna build up to it.
If
Oh,
they
yeah.
just can keep going with it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And the little DJ for the white party, right?
Yes.
He's gonna be there.
The little guy,
Do you
yes.
know that I thought I didn't know him, but Amanda told me I do know him. Apparently,
where?
Murphy's. So I apparently
Okay.
yellow.
Murphy's is gone now.
It is gone.
Long
And
gone.
my
Talk about a
sin-
throwback.
And my sins burned down with it, thank God. But like, remember Yellow
With
Cup
your
night
yellow
for the
cup.
girls?
Yeah, I was just
so
gonna say, with your
they
yellow
would let
cup.
me do Yellow Cup night, right? Because like,
What's that?
I would pull the gay club, the gay card. It's pretty much like $10. Girls get a yellow cup. You drink all night for free.
Got
right?
it. Love it.
So
Love it.
There,
He would pull the gay card. He'd get a yellow cup, and he'd get fucking white girl wasted.
white girl wasted is
For
a
$10.
gross understatement. I would be found on
Exactly.
the fence, hung over with my face like near Baldwin Road, my ass near
Dangerous.
Murphy's.
Dangerous.
But long story short, with him, little DJ, I always used to go up to him and I called him little DJ, which is horrible, but like, you know, little tiny guy, right?
It's it's the truth. It's funny. It's
Little
it's
DJ,
true.
I want to hear Work From Home by Fifth Harmony. And if it was not the next song he put on, I threw a fucking fit.
Do a fit.
Throw a fit.
Well, I tell
More
you,
power to
I'm
you.
not like that anymore. Like I'd like to think I'm not like that anymore, but I'm excited. Little DJ, he's a good DJ.
he's a good DJ.
What's his real name? Because I don't want little DJ to stick.
I think he goes by Decaf.
Decaf. DJ
He actually
Decaf.
reached out a while ago when I had my first promo run, which was
Decaf,
probably
like
a year and a
capping
half
your ass?
ago. Was gonna have me come out and perform at one of the events. But it's happening now. So
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. And when is the album releasing? When is this
oh,
body
yeah, this
of work?
album is out. Yeah,
It's out
You know what?
now.
I like to do it the opposite way. Like we're not Drake or Jay-Z or Rihanna, where
So they
you're
can
gonna
go
lead
listen
up
to
to
this.
the album. They can listen to it right now and then
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all
yes,
that.
sir, everywhere.
Awesome.
Type in BMOB and you'll be able to find the music. But you know, promotion-wise, I want to put the project out and then the work starts.
Okay.
So we're actually shooting a video for Who Needs Love on Friday
Oh, gotcha.
at a film studio, and we actually just got back from New York. We went down to Coney Island for a little visualizer shoot. We shot some things, so you're gonna get visual content for this whole project. Club Collusion.
There we go. I love it. It's out now. And
out now.
how do we find it on YouTube? What's
Yeah,
you have a
just
YouTube
go
channel?
on YouTube and you search BMOB. You can type in the song directly. Who Needs Love? You'll find it.
BMOB.
BMOB music
BMOB.
everywhere. Yep.
BMOB music. I love
Yeah.
it. Now, you guys, you got BMOB is you. You got Joey Caps. But
Yep.
you guys do have a crew. Like, what's this whole crew thing?
Oh yeah,
got
you had
going
asked
on?
before. I think we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
You asked about Q29 and about the work we do outside of music.
Yes.
Right. So, sort of what AG and Larry do for you is the type of content that we produce. So we've
Okay.
worked with a number of businesses like Chelly is a liquor brand from Arizona that we've done commercial content for.
Yep.
Move the Needle Nutrition. Spin Treasure Hunt Game is a charity in Las Vegas. We worked with Joe Cristiano's Pizza. And actually, at the art gallery that we perform at, we actually photograph the art murals and turn them into animated NFTs, which go up for auction.
Okay.
So we're animating
Explain this.
graphics.
NFTs.
Let's talk about NFTs.
What the fuck is an NFT?
I thought I was a
what
dumb
are we
bitch for
doing?
yeah.
No,
I didn't want
dude,
to ask
no,
because I
because
thought about
they're
it.
everywhere. It's everywhere
That's
now.
the one thing I love doing this show about Jack, because if I think I'm dumb, he's dumber than me. So
Dumb.
if I don't know it, this dumbass definitely
Dumb.
don't know it.
And why don't we
So-
just ask
dumb.
questions when we have them? Why would we ever hold a question?
That's what I
in?
forget. Like I should have just
Exactly.
asked because I know he don't know either.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you see a mural on the wall. An
Yeah.
artist painted it. It could be 50 feet, 10 feet, whatever. Giant, some of them. We photograph them. And then we take that product and we animate it. Turn it into a digital product. So not only is it a photograph of a painting, now it's moving. So if it's a praying mantis, the praying mantis's wings are now going like this. There's stuff glowing behind them, right? So now it's a 10-second loop with it as a digital product. That can be purchased and owned by somebody. And they put the value on it. It goes into auction. It gets bidded up, whatever. Somebody buys it. It's worth that value. It's the new art. If you go to someone's house, if they have money, they have a TV on their wall, not a painting. And the TV is playing a piece of digital art.
And those are very expensive, mind you.
Extremely expensive.
Those units themselves, because to keep that thing running, I'm a little bit of a techie, like low-key, and like to keep those things running at that high quality, that
Takes a lot of work, right?
A lot of work,
thousands.
yeah.
And to make it look real. Like these TVs do a really good job too of
You
like,
can feel like you can touch it, right?
yeah, like it's almost matted in
Yeah.
a sense. Like it looks textured.
Instead of a
Sick.
widescreen TV, it's vertical.
So you're gonna have so the future of art
Correct.
is gonna be vertical TVs displaying digital images.
And you
Oh,
can,
it's here. We are
Well,
living
I mean,
in the future.
we're
Jack.
living in it.
yeah,
If
it's
you got
like
the
it's an
shmoney, honey,
iPad on your
it's here.
wall.
So I see NFTs. I see NFTs all over the place, but I see like you can buy like Michael Jordan's last shot in like Game 6 on an NFT. How does
The
how does that
certificate of
work?
ownership.
That's
I
what
still
that
don't
is.
know what
Certificate
NFT
of
stands for.
Fuck it, doesn't matter. Everyone always tries to say
I
it.
love it. Fuck it.
I know what it
agree.
stands for, but I
Don't
don't
worry
even
about
want
it,
to say
sweetheart.
it. It's
Yeah.
so stupid
So
when
how
I
does,
hear it.
I feel like I can't just go out there and
No,
buy
it's
an
not.
NFT.
It's primarily cryptocurrency is what you buy with.
Oh,
We
the
have one of our
crypto.
one of
Right
our
on.
clients who painted one of the murals at the gallery has just finished an NFT drop with Mike Tyson. So he painted a painting of Mike Tyson.
Yep.
And then they animate it, and then they sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands?
Mike Tyson?
This kid's made six figures selling
Mike
NFTs.
Tyson, he ain't no Kim K.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hundreds of thousands?
So as far
Yeah.
as NFTs, how do you go about getting your certificate with an NFT? Do you go to a lawyer?
Once
do you
you-
have how does this work?
You probably should go to a lawyer, but the platforms in which the sale happens is where that certificate of ownership is branded. And you have to have for us to be able to sell them and purchase them, you have to have a crypto wallet. A lot of them are purchased through Ethereum, which is another kind of e-currency.
But doesn't the crypto
Okay.
get a little shady?
It's shady.
Now everything's
Sometimes.
coming. Now,
Believe.
yeah, dude. So everything's coming
Beyond
full circle
belief.
now. Okay,
Yep,
so
talk to me.
here's what Kev is in the same boat as me. We've been seeing this shit all over.
Yep.
Okay, the NFTs, the like they have you could do cards. Baseball cards are now like digital.
Yep.
Now the purchasing platform.
Correct.
What is that? Is that NFT app or is there
There's
you go
a
on
number of
eBay
them.
and buy an NFT?
Nope.
I mean, how does this
I
work?
still don't get it. Can I be honest? I invested in crypto because
did?
like it was like when I lost my
Everyone
job.
just invest. I know everyone
You know
just
when you lost,
invested.
I lost
Which
my job.
one?
Like which ones?
Yeah.
I have like Coinbase. I'm like a basic
Nice.
bitch with it. I'm not
Nice,
gonna act
nice.
like I'm not like one of these like fucking guys who puts stock trader in their bio.
Fuck
you know
that.
what I
Stupid,
mean? Like, I just-
stupid idiot.
I hear it.
But Amanda's boyfriend, I mentioned Amanda a lot. Amanda's my best friend, but
Got
like
it.
Amanda's boyfriend's dad was like big on it. I bought a lot of XRP.
Okay.
and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, can it maybe plummet tomorrow? Yeah. Is it not real money? Like, yeah.
Well, that's the
like,
thing.
that's
that
the part
okay.
I'm not getting. Like, could this all be gone
So
tomorrow?
here's the thing
like,
where
am I
I
gonna be
stand.
duped?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Because
right?
remember when the GameStop thing happened and then all of a sudden you're not allowed to trade? Well, then that's the control that they have over you, which is the problem with our new world. It's not just about digital currency. It's also about the fact that they're never once they have control, they don't want to give it back.
Okay. So here's where the Matrix and the real world fucking where I
for it.
separate from, okay? Because I feel that this digital age that they're pushing us into is kind of like the Matrix. I mean, it really is. I mean, you're living a separate life, whether it be on social
Unless
media,
people realize it or not, we're
digital.
here.
Oh yeah,
It's scary.
social media, digital currencies. I mean, you name it. They're pushing everybody away from human interaction. Now,
Sick.
when-
Amazon. School from home.
School from home. When you have real shit that happens in the real world, like a pandemic where everyone gets locked the fuck down, LA. Right now, downtown LA looks like Mad Max. Okay, you're telling me that you're gonna
tents.
go down to fucking Skid Row and start talking about Bitcoin? Get the fuck out of here!
But you know they have cell phones, right?
You can't buy crack with
interesting.
Bitcoin. I don't care where you're at. You can't buy crack with Bitcoin. And in real life situations, when shit hits the fan, okay, I'm not going around. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to be able to buy a gasoline or water or something. You walk into Acme right now. You walk into A&P. You walk into a grocery store and you say, I have, 38 Bitcoins. They're going to look at you and be, that's fucking great. But we
If you
take
need crack with
plastic.
Bitcoin, I got you.
That's
Okay,
it.
cool. I'm a holla, Kev.
But
wait,
that's
wait.
where
I gotta know.
it's just very I like sticking in real world where I use real currency that's backed by real gold, where it has a real standard.
There are instances where you need to pay cash. Here are the
Very
instances
much
I
so.
pay cash. Services, hair, nails,
Yes.
always cash.
Yep.
Always. I don't know why, but that's just like an unwritten rule. Like I never thought a barbershop ever took a credit card.
Tip business,
Always.
right? The tips.
Always.
Yeah. But
Totally.
they have successfully almost eradicated cash.
Well, that's
I
so.
can leave my house just with this.
And I tell you
Right.
what, everyone,
So-
everyone that's buying into this
boom.
eradicating cash, you're a fucking asshole.
they've done it.
Why do you want to pay more taxes? That's what it comes down to.
That-
Cash.
When
But
you
he's
buy
right.
when you
Because
bought
you
your
wanna know
coffee
what, man?
today, did
He
you
is
pay with
right.
cash?
Yeah, cash. Cash. I'm a cash guy. I got a rubber
he-
band. I don't have a
Listen,
wallet. I got the
if you
rubber
fucking
band.
got it like that, sweetheart. But some
I
of us
am a
are on
cash
budgets
guy. I'm
on
old
debit
school.
cards.
I got the
Just
rubber
you-
band on the
I like
fucking.
that.
I got my credit cards and my shit with the rubber
But
band.
you
I don't
bring
even
up a
use a
good point
wallet.
with the fees. Let's talk about the fees, right?
Yeah.
There's a fee to use a credit card.
There is.
Now on top of
There's
the
a fee
fee
for
to
everything.
use the credit card, there's another fee to use Apple Pay with that credit card, right? So now it's
And that's
double the
another
fees.
thing I don't use.
Who's going to end up paying for this in the end? The consumer. The price of everything is going to...
I don't fuck with the Apple shit. I don't fuck with iWallets, Apple wallets, all that stuff because I don't want Apple and everything else having that much of my information.
They're the best, though. Listen,
I mean, they already have my whole
I've
life.
announced it before. I worked at the Apple
Yes,
store for
yep,
a while,
yep.
and I'm sold in. They're good with the security. Google, oh my God. They'll sell you shit to whoever the fucking highest bidder is. They
what
don't
I'm
give
saying.
a fuck.
Yep.
But I could show you the settings. There's actually ways to like delete all that. So if you want to still use free services and stuff and like get away with it, you just can turn it off because like now the laws are there.
Here's the way I do it. I don't do commercial banking. I
He's
have a
old
thing
school.
against that. I'm old school. I do local banking.
Me too.
Okay. Which is a pain in the ass. I mean, I like it, but it really is a pain in the ass. You travel out of the state, you use your card somewhere, they're shutting you down. That's just how it goes. I go to Florida, land on the plane, I go to buy a cup of coffee with a credit card, they're shutting me down but I like that. The security is so fucking tight. They're a small bank. They're not trying to lose everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not Chase where, your card gets charged for $5,000. They're like, we'll just do it on the cuff. Not a
Write
big
it
deal.
off.
Dude, you get charged for $5,000. You go to a small bank and be like, listen, my car got sold for $5,000. They're like, oh, we're investigating. They're like, we're not laying out fucking $5,000. That's not happening. That's the little security, little comfort that I feel with these small banks. Okay, the security is so tight. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass when you travel, the ATMs, the whole nine. I'm constantly paying a fucking $3.50 transaction fee at every ATM. It sucks.
Let's talk
But
about tax in the churches, Jack.
You like that?
Yeah, I
you
like
like
that.
that. My Tuesday's
I
take.
like that Tuesday.
You like that
take,
Tuesday's
man.
take?
Yup.
I really do think that's
You
gonna
guys-
be like a thing.
It is.
No, it definitely is.
Is that your first one?
This is a hot one.
So listen, despite what we all joke around about,
You are a content king, Jack.
and we were all
I
raised,
educate
if we don't mind
myself.
This
saying,
guy does
I'm
this
Roman
for real.
Catholic. You are.
I'm Episcopalian, but not
The
practicing.
fuck is that?
It's a form of Catholicism.
Dude, we're from Mayapack. We're all Roman Catholic. Where the fuck
Yeah,
did you get
we're all
Episcopalian?
Catholic. Episcopalian. It's they have Episcopal church up by.
Can you pronounce it? Episcopal.
Episcopalian.
Is it Christian?
Henry VIII in England. He wanted to get divorced back in the day.
Yeah,
and
because
he
I
made
look
his
like
own-
somebody that paid attention to
his
social
own thing.
studies.
Yeah. Anyway, that's where the religion started. But besides that. Catholicism, yes, I believe in it, and I practice.
Everybody needs something to believe in.
Yes.
And back in the day when there was no knowledge, you needed something like
Very much
religion to believe in, right? So everybody needs something to believe in, right?
Yes.
And that's what it comes down to. But these
There's an old-
churches,
there's
they
an
don't
old
pay a
saying
goddamn dime.
There's an
Organized
old
religion
saying
is a problem.
from, I believe, Larry can correct me if I'm wrong, but he was an English scholar. I'm not even going to go out on a limb and say it. But religion is the opium of the masses, okay? You give religion out to mass groups of people to keep them happy, keep them occupied, because like we've said numerous times, idle hands, it causes trouble. You need to keep people busy. And the way that the new wave religion has taken over since the mid 80s, early 80s, began in the late 70s with infomercials and so on and so forth.
Cult.
It's a cult. There's a lot of cults.
Scientology, Mormonism.
Yes. Yep. And they are sucking money like crazy.
We were talking about this with your mother about the Real Housewives. She didn't want to watch Salt Lake City because of the Mormonism. And like, I don't want to shit on anybody's religion. Let's make that very clear. You know what I mean? Because we don't understand. If we weren't raised in it, we don't understand. We don't get it.
Totally.
But
And everyone can believe
outside
whatever they
in,
wanna believe
it's
in.
looking
Very
very
much.
strange. Like we gave money to the churches when we went, but like people are emptying their savings accounts for Scientology.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like, come on.
Now here's the hang up that I found. Now I did a lot of research on this topic, and honestly, I stumbled upon it. Here's what happens. I go home. I'm not a fucking. I'm a social butterfly, but I'm not out socially. I'm really not. I like to read my books and I like to research things. I do. I get stoned and I
He is
go
a
on
very
whole
humble
thing.
man. When he goes out, he's a little bit of a big baller. But
good.
when he knows how to settle down. He can like
sounds smart.
sit in front of
Jack's
those.
a smart
I'm
guy.
a jack of all trades. I cook. I get stoned. I
Jack
cook.
of
I
all
do
trades.
everything.
Here we
I'm
go.
a jack
How
of all
long did it
trades.
take him to think
Wait,
of that
have you
one?
ever seen the movie Apocalypto?
Apocalypto?
Yeah,
No.
not Apocalypse Now, but there's a scene. I'll say it briefly and let you get right back to your point. But the leader of the civilization, which is in ancient Mexico, stands on the top of this structure, and all the people are poor and uneducated. This is ancient civilization we're talking about.
Yeah.
And the leader stands on the thing, and he sees the solar eclipse occurring, and he looks at his partner and he winks, and he says to the poor people, "This is God telling us whatever it is, whatever
Yeah,
He
and they all
wanted them to
listen.
do."
Prophecy, and
they
they all
all
believe
listen.
it. Yeah.
But they actually knew from passed down knowledge that that's a solar eclipse because their ancient ancestors also knew. So it's a form of control for uneducated people. And now we're in a world where we're all educated.
Well, that's
It's not that we're all educated. We all have the internet.
we all have
Because there's
Yes.
a big difference
Yes.
between being educated and having the internet. Let's make that clear.
Everyone feels like
Okay?
their opinion matters.
But
now.
we have been
That's
educated.
what it comes
Everybody's
down to.
fucking Aunt Karen and Aunt fucking
Yes.
who's and
Hey,
what
we're
Right,
not
we're all
goes on
scientists.
Facebook
We're
giving
doing
us
it.
the
We're
news.
taking
But
advantage
you know
of
what?
it.
You know whose you are? Yous are the assholes. Watch. I'm not on Facebook. I'm gonna tell you right now. Once my family got on
not really
Facebook, I was like, I'm out of there. Right? Like I'm a newly.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Right? I'm 20 years old. I'm out 2 years. I have Facebook. I'm not letting my fucking aunts and grandma see what the shit
You
I'm
don't wanna be
talking.
friends with your
Get out of
family.
here!
Yeah,
I'm being a
totally.
real fucking you know
Totally.
what.
Yeah. But so as I was saying with religion, my whole thing with the taxing of the churches, now Congress, as shady and as corrupt as we all know that they are, back in mid-July when no one was paying attention, they proposed a bill to start taxing religious organizations and properties. Now the properties are big.
That's it.
That is it.
That's it.
That's pretty much the
Because
the
that's
whole
what's
thing.
gone up over the years.
That's what's gone up over the years. And here's the thing. When you have guys, now I'm not saying it's good to tax the little CCD moms that are out there baking cookies, selling oatmeal, raising cookies at the Saturday bake sale for $5, trying to, get the kids pencils and stuff. I'm not talking about that. And Congress isn't talking about that either. They're talking about the Joel Osteens of the world.
that are walking around with
Yes.
Gucci bags and this, and the wife
Yes.
never flies coach.
And these
That's
guys,
what I'm
there's
talking about.
a whole sect of them down south. They run rampant. I mean, if you go to Jacksonville, Florida is pretty much completely born again Christian, and they have these giant mass stadiums. I mean, these are stadiums. They sit, 10,000 people.
And let's talk about the audience.
And
Does that audience, can any member of that audience afford a Gucci bag?
No,
Not even remotely,
No.
Jack. So now this
They
whole
take
stadium of people
transit
that
to the
can't,
station.
You
They
bet your
show
ass.
up. They can't
or
even
there's
have
12
cars.
of
They
them in a
show
beat
up.
up minivan.
Yes, and they
That's what I'm
pour
talking about.
their entire livelihoods into
buying-
these people.
You're not a pastor. You're not a deacon. You might as well.
And it's wrong. It's cynical. It's cynical. And so for people that take advantage of religion for their own betterment, for selfish, cynical purposes, that's where I stand with the taxing of the churches and my take on it. That's what I was.
But let's go back
going
to the
for.
taxing of the churches. If we start taxing the churches, there will be no more
there will be no
churches.
more-
Let's just call it what it is. Jack,
You're
I was
gonna
confirmed.
end up now.
I was
Here's the
confirmed
thing. You're
Catholic.
gonna end up like what we have now with the box stores. You have Walmart, Target, and like 2 others. There's only gonna be 4. Okay, that's what's gonna happen with religion. There's only gonna be 4 that are gonna be strong enough to survive.
It's dying.
That's what happens if you
know
start
what I mean?
taxing them.
Italians, old
touchy
school
subject.
traditional. I know
It is.
Greeks are big on the
It's-
Greek Orthodox.
yeah.
You know,
That's me, yeah.
Some traditions will keep it, but let's call it what it is. We're all bullshit Catholics, right? The minute I was confirmed, I never went back to church ever
I
again
have
unless
a
somebody was
cross
being
tattooed on the
baptized and
side of my
married.
head. I know. Trust me, I have a cross.
And he did it 'cause it's cool.
No, I didn't do it because I was.
Let's
cool.
make it clear.
He's
He
calling you
thinks
out.
it's cool.
No, not because I think it's cool. I did
Saw
the
Justin
cross.
Bieber
No, I
did
did the
it.
cross and the rose because in my whole scheme, the whole portrait that I have on my body,
Left side of his body.
Yep, on the left side. The rose is my rose. In my family, every casket has a rose, and my mother takes them all and saves them all. So my rose, when I cross over, that's the one that's behind my ear. It's on my head. I protect it. That's mine.
Those
as
are the
you can
tattoos
see on
I
the
like.
tattoos on my back. The casket that is on my back is my casket. When I cross over, hopefully, the eagle will save me and bring me to heaven, and it's the same eagle
Why
that's
are
on
we
my
talking
father's one.
about
But anyway,
dying?
you're talking about. I
What
know
the fuck?
crucifix on my skull is because when I cross over, God is above all. That's why it's so high on my head, and it's right there.
Because you need something to believe in.
Because I need something to believe in. I do,
And
and I believe in
I-
God, and I try and live my life.
Do you know
like
how many
that.
people ask me if I'm going to raise my children with religion?
They do. They ask.
Do you know how
What do you say?
To be honest with
I
you,
don't know. It's going to really have to be situational because
It is.
As much as the Catholic Church is saying like F gay this and F, not literally, but it's rough, right?
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it does kind of set a little bit of morals and values, right? Like it does kind of, although the Catholic Church does it
Or
a
your
little aggressively.
your home can too.
Not home. A home is home. Your mother's your home. Your father's your home. Your guardian's your home.
Home is where the heart is.
That right.
That's where you get your
don't
morals.
need if you. But that's to the point back again about these cult churches, right? They're for people that don't have families. We're blessed enough. I don't know your situation. We're blessed enough. I have a family at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have
Like,
a wonderful family.
Wonderful.
right. We have that. Other people's don't. But
Well, here's the situation. So my Tuesdays takes are for this exact reason. So that way people can take a take and they can have a conversation themselves. This is why I do these Tuesdays takes. My first Tuesdays take was on obviously the Afghanistan situation, what was going on. The second one was on taxing of the churches. The third one, I don't know. I have to see what happens with the trends.
You
of
wanna open it
society.
up for
it's going to be
discussion,
very
right?
But
interesting
it's-
because
that's
me and
what it's
Jack
for.
are a difference of opinions. Like,
Opposing views.
although I
Very-
find that I'm in the middle, he's very right,
Right.
and I'm not necessarily that
You know
far
what?
right.
There was no God on that boat at Tiki Day.
No way.
Jesus was
No
nowhere to
way.
be found.
That was
nowhere.
nothing but
Jesus
death and
was not there.
titties. I've
Yeah.
never
That-
seen so much
But
death
you know
and
what?
titties in the same
You know
place.
what? I can't because you're saying
you
death
there,
and titties.
Kev?
No,
No.
We had some fun that day, right, Jack?
we had a great time.
I can't even
Would we
believe you
have?
made it into the video. I didn't even know you at the time.
I know we were in the video. My boat.
That's where you recorded the video. It
I
looked
filmed the
great.
entire video for Joe.
Listen, I
Oh,
talk
yeah.
shit about Tiki Day. It looked like a great time. It is.
was.
You know
It
what I
was.
mean?
Listen,
but
everything-
like
The Halloween party we threw, the first Halloween party we did.
my cousin's Halloween party.
yes,
Fucking epic.
Epic.
I
Fucking
wasn't there,
epic.
but I know my cousins. And they
Listen,
throw
we
when they throw a party.
We threw a fucking.
They throw a party.
It was a party. Now Tiki Day.
Shout out to
expected an
5J's. My
invite.
cousin Michael got mad at me. I didn't do a shout out. Shout out to 5J's.
Oh, shout out to Mike.
I
Mike's a
expect
great
an
guy.
invite,
Shout out to
Kev.
Mike.
Great, but like the first thing he said to me after my first episode, he didn't shout me out. I was like,
You
dude,
were
I was,
wearing his shirt.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt, dude. What else can I do?
You just self-censor?
Shout out to 5J's. 5J's, best towing and auto body
Self-censor.
care in the
Self-censored.
Bronx.
He did.
Got it, Austin.
I like that. I like that.
But yeah, we
that
throw
was a fun
hell
party.
fucking parties. Now the party
Hell
we're gonna
party,
throw.
right.
I mean, hell of a fucking party.
This white party.
This white party's gonna be a hell of a fucking party.
Gonna be a whole lot of crypto cocaine.
A whole lot of crypto cocaine.
That's what Kev said. I didn't say that.
Listen, I know what Putnam Valley's idea of cocaine is, and I'm good.
I was kidding. I was
Thanks.
kidding.
Well, speaking
I
of
do not do drugs.
speaking of the
No,
speaking
none
of, the
of us
drugs,
do.
Speaking
Correct.
of drugs,
Ever.
Correct.
We would never.
they are drugging our drugs. They're
talk
drugging
They're not
the
drugs anymore.
They're not
That's why-
drugs.
that's why,
Synthetic
like,
chemicals.
It really is.
Listen, not that I have to sit here and tell my whole past on camera, but like I'm no angel. You know what I mean? I'm no angel.
neither.
But nowadays,
You're gonna tell me you're no angel with that nose? Get out of here! Come on, dude.
Shut
I
up,
see
this
that
two-car
vacuum from
garage.
here. I see that vacuum.
Shut your
Everything
goddamn
else
mouth.
I
My mother
watch
watches
What did I
that.
say that? Never mind. Cut it. Edit that. No,
We
I'm
don't
joking.
edit.
We don't edit.
Everything cut with fentanyl. Well, it's because it's
Fentanyl
so cheap.
kill you,
Fentanyl
kids.
kills you.
Fentanyl kill you, kids.
Kills you, and it's
they
so
don't know
dangerous.
it.
Like it's so dangerous now because of not right now, but the regulations that were on the border for drugs cutting across. You had what you had. You couldn't get the supply. It wasn't a river. Now the river's coming through, and you know what? Why send pure like
What do
you
you mean
had
the river?
to?
It's getting
you got
messed
away
up
there.
here.
Yeah.
Your man's here in Putnam, Westchester, whatever. He's fucking it up. He got it good, but he said to himself, you know what? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make
And
it 3 times
Greed.
bigger by
Yep.
dumping bullshit. And he don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Your drug dealer don't give a fuck about you.
The actor that just died, they found the drugs in his apartment.
Was that an overdose of him?
Overdose.
Which actor?
I didn't know that.
The
He was
Larry,
from The
what was
Wire.
his name? Yeah, he was from The Wire. He was also in, I want to say, 12 Years a Slave.
I think his name's
he was
Michael.
he was a character in Michael. He was in a lot of movies.
Regardless, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Correct.
rest in peace. He was a great actor, and he was in Boardwalk Empire. He was in a couple things. I forgot his name. Larry, can I get a check on that? Michael something.
I was gonna say we need to Google
Yeah,
it.
it's Michael K. Williams.
Michael K. Williams. Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams. I'm not exactly sure of the whole situation, but I do know, Larry, if you can check me on this one, there was let's talk like article talk. Allegedly drug paraphernalia in his residence, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Shout out.
Love.
Do you guys know
If I
Dr.
wasn't gonna move in
Detox?
Manhattan,
He was down there.
Do you know Dr. Detox?
it sounds very familiar. Why?
He's out here. He's in Mayapack.
Dr. Detox?
Dr.
You're blowing
Detox.
you're blowing my
What
mind
is
right now.
he?
What's
Yeah,
Dr. Detox?
he is the man to help you out of
To-
your addiction.
To detox.
Correct.
That's very important because you know a lot of
Correct.
people suffer in
Very
silence
much.
with these kind of things.
And it's frowned
So-
upon. People look down on it. People don't want to admit it within their own families.
You can't.
Opiate addiction is real.
Yes, it
Alcohol
is.
addiction is real.
Yes, it is.
And you can get help right here in Mayapack with Dr. Detox.
Dr.
Mitchell
Detox.
Medical.
Really?
Mitchell Medical. Yep.
I gotta look at that.
Those are the shout outs I like.
I love that shout
Those
out.
are the shout-outs I like.
you know what the thing is? It's crazy to me. We live in this area. I didn't even know this was a thing.
It's the real deal.
I said that. Like I was saying to my parents, because like they were both 2 retired cops and they know drugs everywhere. Like you don't have to move out of the Bronx. There's gonna be drugs up here too. They said that all the time, right? But it's just wild.
You can go to somebody who feels like one of us, somebody who's like a paisan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
And he's gonna help you from home, and then you come in, and then you get help like that. You know, this guy saves lives. Yeah, shout out to
Discreet,
Dr.
confidential.
Mitchell. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
So my personal story. My older brother, he dealt with a lot of addiction throughout his life, and I've watched detox in person. I've watched it through facilities, 30-day detox, rehab centers, you know, that whole thing. Then you also watch it in the home, you know. You watch him go through all that stuff. And it's heartbreaking. It really is because
It's harder on the family.
it's hard on the family, dude. Like
People
it's
don't realize that.
rough.
Addicts don't realize it's much harder on the family
it's
because
horrible.
they're never gonna let you go.
And it's
they
like
love
science,
you.
and families don't know the science of it. It's designed to get
Suck
into
you in.
you. It's in your bones. It's in your skin. It's in your mental. So it's hard to get out.
Yeah.
And to just think that you're stronger than it is actually silly, because you know what? Chemical dependency fucks a lot of families up. So to be able to recognize the problem and get people help that's around you instead of trying to ignore it and push the shit behind, you know, in the closet or whatever, you know, just say,
'Cause
confront.
they're the tough ones that think that I can hold it. I am that tough,
Right.
but they're the ones that don't make it every
yeah.
time. And it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it's
sad.
crazy.
And
And you can
especially in
turn your
times
life
like
around.
this.
You can turn your life around.
Yeah.
And then
It's
all
never
of a
too
sudden,
late.
you don't even know what the fuck was I doing back then, you know? So
Well, I'm not. I just want to give a little. Now that we're talking about this, our guy in the back, Larry. He is 3. Larry, how many years sober are you now?
About 3.5.
3.5 years sober.
we love you, Larry.
We love you, and we're so
and
proud
can
of you.
stand around us while we
And
still drink.
I was
That is
just
a
gonna
different
say,
level of strong because
This
I didn't
guy-
know that about Larry originally.
Yeah,
At
and you
all.
would never know. You
I
never
would
know.
I would never know.
And it's not a thing. It's like Larry.
I didn't know till we went to the bar. We went to that restaurant on the water,
And he don't
and
drink.
he shared it with me there. And like, you know, I've had family that's like definitely gone through it. I have friends that have gone through it. they can't be around it. And that's fair. You know what I mean? So for Larry to be that strong and stay that strong,
this guy, right?
says a lot.
I'm
Hold
going
on,
to praise
the thing
you.
is, the thing is,
Yes.
you don't just learn to live without it. You have to learn to live with it because it's there and you can't run from
wow.
it.
I was going to say, yeah.
I was just going to
Let
say
me tell you
this
something,
guy.
bud.
Yes.
AA saved me from that, so I'll give it to them.
AA.
But and those are the little things that I take from it, little quotes like that. So
Well, let me tell
I
you
don't
something.
talk
Larry.
about it much publicly, but that's it. Those little things, man. Those little sayings. Those are life.
Yeah. This guy is incredible. He was a bartender for how many years?
I was a bartender for I don't know 4.5 years.
4.5 years. So this guy, he fucking will blow your socks off, right? He will make you a fucking drink down to the science that you're like, oh, this is incredible.
He did
and
say
he
that to
does
me.
it without tasting anything because he can't. So he does it all off measurements, off memory measurements. He's like, an ounce of this, 2 ounces of that, 1.5 ounces of this, and your drink should be perfect. And I'm like, you're not even going to take a straw. You're not even going to do a little. He's like, nope, not at all. He's like, you let me know. And you fucking, I'm telling you, incredible personal strength. I mean, inner core, you're a better human than I am type nobleness. Truly.
I have one
I couldn't do
request.
that.
We have to make sure that Larry makes it to the white party.
This guy, I've been.
It's a hard maybe, and I'm not about it.
I've been. Can you go on record now?
Larry.
Are you gonna be? This is gonna come out after the white event's over.
Right.
So you gotta. I mean, we know you're gonna be there, Larry.
Larry, if my sorry gay ass has to go and watch people's daughters act a fool of themselves, you do too.
Come on, Kev's my wingman. Larry,
Kev's your
Who the fuck
wingman?
said that?
I just did.
I tell you what, Kev is an excellent wingman when it's not his
I
friends.
bet. Yeah, and we're just
Oh
When
my
it's
God.
not his
so-
friends, he's an excellent
'Cause-
wingman.
The story.
Oh, here we go.
There's always a story. You know,
There's
like
always
Ross
a
and
story.
Rachel, the story?
Yes.
Here's the story.
So here's the story, and I'm blowing it up, but
We were on
the
a
reason I'm
break.
blowing it up is because like I'm retired of it now at this point. Like me and my boys don't need it. But the story always is if like my guy's like talking to a girl and it's just not landing, right? Like I'll like walk away, like I'll be around, and I'll be like, oh my God, wait, are you like talking to him? Yeah, he was whatever. Let me tell you something about that guy. Like, I met him about a year ago, and we were just like randos in a bar, and some guy was saying faggot this, faggot that, and you know, I kind of just like brushed it off. I didn't care about it, but after the third time he said it, he grabbed the guy by the throat and threw him against the wall, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know this guy. Like, I don't even know him. And she goes, oh my God, and then what happened? And that's how I know I got her. And he goes, you ever fucking say another word again? And the bouncer came, and I knew the bouncer luckily, so, you know, we got to blah, blah, blah. But I went up to him in the end, and I said to him, I was like, yo, me and you don't even know each other through a whole wall. Why'd you do that? He goes, I don't need to know you to know that you didn't deserve that. Oh my God, that is so fucking sweet. And like, any girl that's watching this right now, that is,
yes.
they're sitting there going,
So this is the story
fuck.
he tells
You
the
know how
girls.
many girls
story.
are
It's
doing
fake.
this?
It's a
They're
fake
on
story.
YouTube
Fake.
going,
But it
that
works.
son of a bitch. You believed it.
I believed
You-
it.
you-
Yes.
you-
I almost
saw
saw
you.
the guy.
You
I
locked
saw
into
the-
my eyes.
I did.
You know how like people have like a success
saw
rate? It has been a 100% success rate. And ladies, don't lie. Because I know 100% of the
Why
time.
don't you
it
call
is
in,
worked.
ladies? Call in and let Jack and Kev
No,
know.
tell me the
if you fucked
situation
one of
where we
Kev's
were
friends.
over,
Yeah,
that,
over
story.
that story.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, we
'Cause
want to hear your
telling you.
stories
Yeah, I would
about
love to
Kev's
see
the same way I
comments.
recite it, I could probably recite it the same way again because I've told it
100 times.
which is really a testament to my boys. Obviously, they weren't fucking
Actually, it's
landing
your
well
acting
enough,
skills.
right?
It's your acting skills.
So as we started,
It's the dramatics.
is how we're
Phenomenal.
gonna finish, right? What side of the fence does Kev walk when it comes to the bro code and the girl code? As you can tell,
Wow.
here's the situations. He is a bro's bro, but he's also a girl's girl. Okay, he does it
We them
both.
boys.
Do you co-sign that? What he
He's
just
my
said?
man. This is my guy here. I'm telling you.
What is it with you guys in the
Who
fist
has
bumps? I don't really fist
That's the
bump.
bro fist bump.
I
You gotta
dap.
do the thing. You gotta.
I
he
dap or
knows.
nothing at all, but I guess I'll fist bump.
We could dap.
Is everybody at the
BMOB,
white party gonna?
I'll dap you up. I'll fist pound you. I'll give you a
I'll
hug.
fist pound you.
Whatever you want to do.
This
I'll
kid has
do
been.
this.
If I had
or
a dollar
that.
every time this kid asked to fist pound, man.
Dude,
Buy another bottle of Casamigos.
listen, the day is still early to be talking about all this fist talk with me and Kev in the same room.
If you're coming to the white party, bring us some Casamigos. Jack likes it. Kev likes it. Joe Caps likes it.
We all love it.
likes
Who
You'll
don't
find me in
love it?
VIP complaining. Just bring it right
He don't
over.
cook, he don't clean, but when he goes out, he sits VIP. That's going on his
So
gravestone.
girl code or guy code, Kev?
Geico.
And that's a wrap,
That's
folks.
a wrap. As always, health, wealth, happiness. Larry.
Peace.